Hey, what's up, lightboltjoe here. Today we're going to discuss the 2023 Netflix original film. Well, technically, Netflix bought it. It premiered in 24. It was originally a film festival film. Hitman. So 23 film festivals. 24, it premiered everywhere on Netflix. Glenn Powell's the main character, Gary Johnson, who is based on a real-life person, Gary Johnson, who passed away while the film was filming. So you didn't actually get to see the final film of his dramatized life, if you will. Retta is in this. Love me some Retta. A bunch of other people are in this. This is 2 hours. First 8 minutes, we are hot to trot. We are in it. Goes 0 to 100 real quick. And it's pretty neat. This Gary Johnson character is this college professor who does tech stuff for, police department. And they start to get him involved in these like sting operations, doing tech stuff. But then like one of their guys is on probation, so they have to get a replacement, if you will, to pretend to be a hitman to entrap these people, basically. Of, I need you to kill my wife, here's $1,000. And then that money transfer and the verbal exclamation being recorded on a wire then leads them to the arrest and then cases and stuff like that. But what happens when Gary Johnson decides to stay in character as Ron at one point and then start to date one of the individuals who was trying to hire him at one point? And then what happens then when she murders her actual husband instead of him murdering the husband? And what happens then when they kill a cop together? Stuff. It's very interesting because we get then a time jump and they're married with kids at the end. It's just very, very interesting of how the story progressed and the twists and turns and the comedic relief throughout. The action sequences were very funny. The improv throughout it was very cool. The Ron and oh my god, I'm forgetting her name. The girl that the woman who he convinces not to hire him, and then he sees. Her name is escaping me. Girl, woman, whatever her name is. She has a scene with Ron where they have to improv together because the cops are listening, try to getting a confession. And he is telling her what to say via phone. So he'll type it in his notes and like shove it in her face and says, all right, amp it up, kick me out of the house and stuff like that. But like the words on the phone are not matching the words on the mouth because they're playing the act and he's giving her directions at the same exact time. And they're so in sync with each other. It was just so cool. It was a very neat improv scene that I really, really enjoyed. A lot of technical aspects to it. But overall, and Glenn Powell is awesome. He has been in the business since he was a teen. He's been doing this since he was a kid. We as millennials can track him back down to the third Spy Kids movie, Game Over. He was one of the bad gamer guys or something like that. And so watching him then do other projects, and then 2015, there was another resurgence of Glenn Powell within millennial culture because of Scream Queens. He played Chad Ratworth. Season 1 and season 2 of that respectively, and then Fox just canceled that show, unfortunately. And then Glenn was doing other stuff here and there, and then he had another resurgence in regards to Top Gun, which I still haven't seen. But it's very interesting watching someone's career from when they're young, when they're a kid, because you're watching them as a kid when you're a kid, because you're about the same age. You're growing with them. You see them growing on screen. You see them growing in real life. You don't actually know them. They don't even know you exist. But it's interesting watching someone you're familiar with grow throughout the decades. So to go 2 decades now of being familiar with his work, it's pretty cool seeing him now play these types of characters, that he gets this leading role. He gets to be the starring person. When he was alongside Sydney Sweeney in Anyone But You. Absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. It's really cool seeing someone grow as a human, grow as an actor, grow in their talent, grow in their craft, and run the world. He is just such an awesome, genuine person in real life. From any interview you see, you'll always see him be caring to his character developments, his means of getting into a character. And that's what was really cool about this particular film, is that he had so many different characters to play, because that was the point. He was putting on these characters to entrap these different peoples. So cool. So cool. Hitman 2024 Netflix film premiering in 24. I enjoyed this a lot. On to the next review. Which mahalo.